Who's a specific person?
This specific person chose not to be disclosed.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. Is it possible if you can check stream to see if it's blurry or anything?
Sure. So, I'm not gonna ask who he or she is, sorry. But why does this person wish to not be identified?
They just choose not to. And I just chose to respect that decision.
I understand. Because, like, for me, going to the care sector, I understand that, and also you work with people with disabilities, that you've got what do you call that name where it's confidential information. You have a certain name for it. I forgot what it was.
HIPAA, but yeah,
HIPAA. That's it.
It's nothing to do with that.
I know. I'm just like.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I understand, like with confidential stuff, like some people don't want that stuff, and like I understand, you know.
Yeah, so I just messaged you because he doesn't mind me telling you. He just doesn't want to.
Oh, I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me check,
You're, like, really loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this better?
Yes.
I got a bit excited, my bad.
Not a problem.
What's your YouTube? What all that?
Warren Malik.
Okay.
So, I'm not gonna get buffs, just because this person struggled where they could not get the buffs, and I want them to see what it is possible.
Oh. Oh no, that's fine, it's not blurry at all.
Buffering okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
But speaking of another person, our friend Chicken. Man, do you see the screenshot he sent? Yeah.
Yeah, he did hella good with Mercury.
Oh, I saw Mercury. He did so good. I'm like, whoa, look at him go.
So proud of him.
I am so proud of him, also. But I did my directed her. No, yeah, it's like they give us a few things that we did. Oh, it does cover everything. It covers some things. You ever heard of hoisting?
No.
Where they basically is help people who can't really move, like they put them in this little weird thing and they lift them in the air and move them.
Yeah.
I got hoisted. Fush, is it weird?
Yeah.
And do you realize just how vulnerable you are? And I have a better understanding of something. What we did with that little exercise.
Yeah.
That one, it's like I had a blindfold on, and I had the person directly across the room and pour on or across or around the room, this obstacle course. It was horrible not being able to see.
Yeah.
But hearing, and just how frustrating it must be for people and who are blind.
Yeah, it is. It's heckin' frustrating.
And I understand you have to really communicate with them, and they're also going to be a bit going to be confused. You got to be very patient. You got to very clearly describe to them what's going on, and be really reassuring. And you have to be confident, so they feel confident that that you're going to keep them safe.
Right, and within that, just be like, hey, it's gonna take me a couple extra minutes to do this because I'm not the best at explaining, but just letting them know that gives them a little bit more peace of mind.
Yeah. Oh, and with other people, if you just tell them, Well, Bob's saying they do understand. It's just it's just knowing it.
Yeah.
So I did one of them later on. You had earmuffs and blindfold on. I gotta tell you,
It's rough.
it was fucking horrible.
I bet. So, yeah, let me know if I'm describing this well, babe, because, yeah. Obviously.
I just wanted to say to you, it was and because of my current business, I realized, you know, this is what I'd like to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's very enjoyable. It's very also stressful, because you're gonna have those things where...
It's enjoyable, it's stressful, as he said. Sometimes, like, if you don't remember, it's okay. They've got a care plan, so when you go, if you could, like, look at it. And they've got a sheet where they'll write down what they've done. And because you've done, when you leave, you write a log what's happened, what you've done there.
Right, obviously. So,
and
if you have questions, think of this as like an educational, where I'm gonna try and put myself in a position where they take everything, or I'm trying to hyper carry somebody.
But yeah, but if you got questions for the game, don't be afraid. Just, you know, you ask and we'll answer.
Well, yeah, but no one's on the stream but you, so I want you watching and at least start asking some questions, like the difference between blue and purple. Think of it as you've never played Zeus before.
I'm gonna ask questions in a second, but what was I saying? I know it can be really enjoyable, it can be very frustrating. And she said, and she even admits, sometimes you think I'm not connected to this person, and you try your best. What you can do, because they do this, they've got a care plan and they got like the likes and dislikes. Yeah. We're just live chat. Or lost it. I'm gonna start asking questions now. It's funny, I didn't think I'd like it, but apparently I do. Surface stream. Purple and...
So, first question is why purple versus blue, probably, if you've never played Zeus.
Hold on.
Okay, so if you
I want you to wait for it. Oh, there you go.
If you can't get a single buff, your damage is gonna be a lot weaker, and obviously if you can't level up or get a lot of gold, you're gonna want that little bit of extra damage.
I'm going to go first, actually.
Go on.
I'm going right now.
So, right there.
Decent.
Good.
Honestly, these are just like very basic questions, so I'm just gonna be asking.
That's fine. So, right there, I ran out of mana hyper fast. Blue or purple, what made... Sands of Time reduces... Alright, hold on. Let me actually read that one. It's basically, it grants you extra mana per second, and it also decreases a bit of time required between items.
Oh, I see.
So, the reason I chose purple boots versus blue boots is because I wouldn't be hitting as hard right now. I'd be able to hit abilities faster, but it really wouldn't help me in terms of DPS. And it gives you a little bit extra magical power.
Yeah.
My beard, this shall serve me well.
Ugh. Stupid bots.
Yeah, the boss can be quite dumb.
Yeah. So. Oh, that really did not help.
Your middle tower is under attack.
You will be avenged, friend.
That looked like that hurt a lot.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, go team!
Oh well, screw it.
Time to shine.
Hi. Yes. Zeus is hella heavy mana consumption.
Fuck yeah, I found out myself when I play
Strike with
Zeus.
Great fury.
He uses up so much mana, and there are like some light characters that do. Like for example, I'm going to give you samples of the mods I have with some of the characters are Conquer Gods. One has to be Nox. She's hella heavy. It's generally mages, it's like, but I've had some outside of mages, but I've seen
Detonate.
it with Nox. I know Artemis can use a lot of mana.
So, yeah. Have you
Yeah.
noticed I never use my third ability until almost the end of the fight?
Right. And I hope this helps someone.
By my beard, this shall serve me.
Probably just get past this chatting though.
Yeah, well, as long as no one's joining. Yeah, it's kind of... Okay, so number 3, you always want to be leveling the fastest. Because it's similar to an execution. See, I'm not gonna get that kill unless I did that.
You're unstoppable.
Because it literally just is almost like an execution.
And I'm gonna really asking on your explain skills so I can help if you want.
See, I mean, I really don't even have to be close. Okay, so an execution is when I want to kill something, I'm gonna use that ability.
My
Oh, I
bolts
see.
will strike with great fury.
So
I
it
really
al-
hope I'm helping generate questions.
I hope so. So, well, right there, Zeus detonates any charges that you have accumulated on an enemy. So, the damage depends on the number of charges.
And I gotta explain something first about charges. So basically, when he talks about charges, he's talking about what is Zeus's passive.
Yes.
When you hit someone with, correct me if I'm wrong with this, but when you hit someone with your basic, you have this electric thing around their waist, which is called a charge. Correct?
Correct. That was actually very stupid of me to be that deep. Oh well.
Oh damn, that was really dumb.
That was. I tried to say.
Obviously, you're not gonna want to be Holiday like he just did, because that is such a dumb move. That is not what to do.
That's exactly what not to do. Okay.
But I just had to explain. And when you when you do look for guards, you gotta have a look at the passive and then you can build around that. But with Zeus,
That's just
when
what's
you
dumb.
hit with basic and you create a charge, and that's when you can use your detonate. But it's smart to use detonate last.
Nice. Yeah.
Also when it's at its max capacity. it's no, it's five little squares at the bottom of this ability.
Yeah.
I mean, you should still use it and have that stuff, but when you get later game,
All through the game, it needs to be your detonate.
it's your detonate for the whole game, basically. But if you use it, then it's okay.
Like that just took a third of his health.
Yeah. So, like, if you use it when you had a third health left, that'd be great. Sometimes when you got charged around and run away and you got some health left and you detonate, then you can get that kill. Not always, but sometimes.
This is kind of a debated question, or a debate at all,
Bolts will
at
strike with
best.
great fury.
Okay, what's that then?
Your team has destroyed
The
the middle
obsidian
enemy
shard, because you could also do Bankov's talus, whichever. Yeah.
Basically, it just is whatever your playstyle is. I mean, everybody has a different playstyle. TK uses Obsidian Shard because that is just his playstyle, but again, you can use Bankov's Challenge. It's really up to you. And I like to heavily put out there that there's not one universal build for one god. There's so many builds that you can curate according to your playstyle. Like for example, TK's playstyle is what is your? Oh, I got an idea.
Part of it is your playstyle, but part of it is also how you're doing.
By my
Basically, like in
beard,
gold
shall
and
serve.
levels, that really attributes to it. There's the next question.
Yeah, I really don't have a set playstyle. That's the problem. A lot of people don't realize. A lot of people. My playstyle is reactive.
And your playstyle can differ. So, for example, if we're doing pretty well, then you can help push or be more relaxed. But if we're doing so bad, and then you can like be more real aggressive and try to help us get there. See, with you, you're a different case. You're very you differ. But there's some people who do have a set playstyle. Some people don't.
Okay, so they're hitting me hella heavy and hurting me hella fast, and my teammates suck to high heaven. So this is the situation I would use Bankov's, because I want some lifesteal.
And another thing I gotta point out about items is that
You will be avenged,
hold on, these.
friends.
God, these guys suck.
Yeah. I can. My voice is going for YouTube. Okay. So another thing I have to point out is that, and because I used to do this, one of my friends, which I'm not disclose the name, used to do this. But I'd build in the same way every time, and no, you don't have to do that. So it honestly depends on your game, is how you build. So you gotta set my items. So let's say you're struggling with your DPS, which is your power. You can build your power first, or if you need speed, you can build that. It's whatever you have in your items list. But I'm just pointing out you don't have to build in the same way. You can build according to what you need for that game.
Now, also,
And that's the same with relics. You can use it like for example, Hades has an ult which drags you in and damages you at the same time. So you'd use an immunity for him.
actually use beads to remove CC.
Yeah, sorry. You use beads, or it's called beats or beads. So the beads, which looks like a shiny white pearl, and once you start you pop that, it removes CC and you can walk out. And that only works for a few seconds, so that doesn't mean you're like the most invulnerable person ever. It's just like few seconds, get out, but be aware you can still be killed by their from teammates.
Yeah, so this can only do every 10 seconds. Hades is building extremely tanky. I don't like that. So
My bolts will strike with
Like when
great
you-
fury.
Sorry.
no, it's cool. I'm thinking out loud. So I either want this.
When you go in a game, you have a look at what the enemy is playing, and you run that. And sometimes it's okay to drift away from your build. That's perfectly normal, if that's what you need. Because sometimes you get a different character. Sometimes you get a tank who's like super tanky, but can do lots of damage. Generally, I haven't met a lot of guardians who do tons of damage.
There are exceptions.
There are exceptions, but I just haven't found a lot of people like is Ganesh your guardian? Yeah, Ganesh. If you know how to play him more, he can really damage.
Yeah.
By my beard,
Fortunately
this
for
shall
me,
serve
I'm
you.
getting very fucking overwhelmed.
Ow. And that's another thing, is like being overwhelmed. And this game is about your teamwork.
Which my team sucks, so don't even account
So
for that.
so basically, if you got a bad team, then it's just like, yeah,
Do the best you
it's
can.
not good. Another thing is, I see a lot of people do this when they're building stacks and they keep screaming they're trying to build stacks, and they just want everything. It's like, you know, yes, you do need to build stacks on some characters that you have, but you also consider that other people are leveling also, so you just got to like steadily feed throughout the game. Which is what me TK do.
Well, let's try this again.
And you gotta beware, and like again, when you go in the game, have to be aware of what the enemy is playing, and be aware if their that enemy god is going to be your passive, how it's going to affect you. You know I'm going this, don't you?
Yep.
Who's that bitch code who can does the more damage to behind? Oh, there's two actually.
A Wheelix.
And I think a Wheelix. Okay, okay, I'm gonna give two good examples. Okay, so a Wheelix and Loki. Oh, actually, a lot of people hate Loki. I'm just.
Get off
So
me.
basically with them,
I'm alright.
oh god, that's so. Oh god, oh nice.
Bolts will strike with great fury.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I just sorry from that. So with a Wheelix and Loki, they're the strongest. If they can hit you from behind, it's really deadly. With a Wheelix, she just way more dodgy behind. Loki does. His ult, he gets behind you and he hits you really hard, and he can disappear, and he can make illusion of himself that explodes.
I'm just
And I
shaking
think-
my head.
He's got a buff that makes him go over there. Why are you shaking your head, babe?
Them.
Oh, there's more. Okay, so basically you gotta be really self-aware about Caltech, Loki, and Willix. They'll do more damage to you
This shall serve me well.
from behind. And there's, I know this, I think it's Chalk. But every 5 hits he can use the ability for free.
Yep.
And also got people like Nox that when she is her basic. She has this thing where she has magical protection or something along that line. But if she gets hit, then she'll lose those candle things. So there's lots of things to consider, and it's really important to know your gods. I haven't always played Guardians and Warriors, but I'm starting to now. I'm beginning to understand their weaknesses and their strengths. Every class have a weakness and strength.
Don't do it, dude.
It's just knowing them. That's the tricky part. And knowing how to build. And sometimes you can go something into the training grounds and you can just practice the guy. Look at their abilities, look at their passive. You can just get basic, you know, like look online. If you want, they'll give you like a base build if you don't have any build for it. They put it in the recommended, so that's kind of get you off the ground with that. The way I see it, when Smite give you recommended, I just take it as a, this is just a basic, and that's gonna leave me off the ground and get me thinking about what kind of things that this character needs. You got anything? You got anything to add to that?
Nope, you're good. So this is a rundown of Zeus.
This is basically a rundown Zeus. With Zeus, with his first second ability, so he throws his spear, and you can throw your lightning to that. But there's something else that I've noted with it. Okay, say you miss your lightning, don't worry, because you actually can throw your basic onto it, and it'll do the same thing as well. So there's like a couple ways you can go around with doing that. I don't really use the basic, but like on it, but you actually can do that.
Yeah. Amy, do you mind helping me with a short demonstration with Loki?
Sure, I'll come on the line. I'll come on and give you help with a demo. Hold on, just log on this mic now.
Zeus really counters Loki like hyper easy.
Yeah. Want me to be Loki?
Please. Or
okay, doesn't matter. Remember, it's been a minute since I played Loki, so
or if you want, do you know how to play Zeus well?
I'll be Loki. I'll look at Loki anyways again.
Do you need a build?
Let me look at my build, okay? And I'm going to ask you, is this viable? And you can say yes or no. Like, oh my god, what you were thinking? No, okay. Don't stop it. It's like, don't touch me.
Yeah. How about this? I just like actually show you my build.
Yeah, sure. Okay, keep it over a second. I'm gonna go on my build.
Ugh. Thank you.
What?
I was just having issues with actual. Yeah.
Okay, that's not me, but okay.
What?
Just on top of the chest thing, at the left it says 34 hours.
I have no idea. I guess that's how long I've been on.
No, it's not my one. Yours says the same thing?
Mine says
okay.
34.
Mine says the same thing. But anyways, let me, it doesn't matter right now, we'll figure it out at one point.
Yeah,
okay, so let me look at your lucky build again, please.
I should have sent it to you if I didn't let me know.
It's
Okay.
just that I have. It was okay.
It shouldn't have changed by much.
Okay. Oh no. So
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
it's just easier because I have to go back and forth now on. Oh, actually, no, I don't have to. I can just. I'm going off your stream a second, so I can just have a look at the build
That's fine.
versus. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Nah. No. Don't like that either.
Okay, it's a little different, but it's okay. So it's the boots. Okay, let's see. Boots, trans. So you don't have Bloodforge and Loki anymore.
No.
Do you not find it beneficial at all?
Okay, for this is kind of what I've noticed. And that is
Did you say
ASI works
Zeus?
Zeus or Loki.
Okay, okay, okay.
Bloodforge, no, because that only works if you actually get the kill, versus ASI gives you some speed and health regen immediately.
Yeah. Basically, you can use Bloodforge, but it's like you just gotta have, you know, the kill.
Yep.
Okay, I do need ASI. And I need, oh, I need to change that. Just take that off. Because that rune thing oh wait, no, I don't have to do that. Okay, so,